sometimes wonder if I've just put up such a like thick wall, which is like covered in positivity, that nothing really phases me. Those incidents were so heavy and I got through them so well that I just don't feel like much could faze me anymore. Without sugarcoating it, I guess it's more just like you can get through anything. You don't have to be a little bitch about it, really. And that was mainly, I didn't want to be a little bitch about it. I didn't want to cry because I've had heaps of stuff go wrong. I was out, it was just like a standard sort of party night and surface, and we were all pretty wild, having a few drinks, and we were coming back from a party and back to a unit. A couple of guys there, it was that classic sort of surface vibe crew, like roidy sort of, just like wannabe tough guy crew. And a couple of them were blowing up at each other and I got in between them and sort of just pushed one away, and then at the same time another one of them threw a glass and got me straight in the eye. I was sort of positive from the start. I didn't even really think I was going to lose my eye. I was sort of just like floating through that, thinking, oh, I'll be sweet, it's just a crazy little party night. Ended up in the hospital and they operated on it for about a year and a half even. And I got about 10% vision, but it was just pain. It was like ridiculous. I couldn't surf and I was always in pain, like headaches and stuff like that. And if I'd go in the sun, my eye would just go bright red and just be like mega painful. I was kind of laid up recovering and I was like watching all these surf clips and stuff like that, and I started to just lose it because I just wanted to be in the water. 2 years even into, like after the actual accident, I went back to the doctor and I said, it's just not working, like I can't surf. They gave me the option to either just keep having operations and they might be able to save my eye, or take my eye out and I'll be able to surf within 3 months. Yeah, pain-free as well. So I just opted to get my eye taken out at the time, and I haven't really looked back from that decision at all. Just after I lost my eye, my mother committed suicide. And I hear that a lot, that it's like, whoa, that stuff's so heavy the way that all went down. But for me, it just didn't seem as heavy because I just wasn't thinking about it that way. I guess I was just thinking about the next thing I could do to improve myself. Or I guess maybe I just didn't want it to keep me down. I didn't want anything to keep me down at that point, and I still don't. My name's Ash Keeler. I'm 30 years old and live in Byron Bay, and I am definitely a frothing surfer. Well, before I lost my eye, I always had sort of plans to surf and hopefully compete, or just like surf and travel and just see as many waves and have as many adventures as I really could. And that, when I was in hospital, I thought maybe that would all end. Like I was in the hospital and my main concern was was I going to be able to surf again? Once I got out of the hospital and recovered after a fair while, some buddies took me for a little surf and I did this tiny little backhand tap. Like it was nothing, but like I turned around and looked at them and I was just so stoked, and I was like, well, I'm going to be able to surf. And from then on, I just sort of frothed out. I guess that made me feel good still, to know that I wasn't going to be completely handicapped. And it was almost like learning to surf again, because I had to teach myself a bunch of stuff again. I had to turn my head differently, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I know there's a certain point in my surfing that I miss some things, and I'm just trying to make up for it still. But I love it because it's like I'm always learning. It's like I took a step back to being a grommet. there's been a lot of positives to actually losing my eye. Mainly like seeing how strong I could be. I guess it made me feel like if I can deal with this, I can deal with anything. But it's made me maybe less compassionate to some people who are just tired or like they've got the flu and they're like super down and out and stuff like that. I kind of like, I fade them a little bit. Like it makes me sound harsh, but I'm just like, like if I can get through losing an eye, you can get through having like a tired day at work or something like that. So I guess I sort of try and bring that attitude to myself as well. That's why I go and surf like half a foot, crappy waves, and just still froth out just because I'm like, I might as well, you know. I mean, there's certain circumstances where mindset's not enough, but as far as I was concerned, I think it was 100% just a mental game for me. It still is every day. Like I don't get down about anything like that at all. I never really have, but you can make your own positives. I don't know where I'd be if I got a negative mindset, because it's just, I'd be nowhere. I wouldn't be anywhere that I'd be happy. I honestly have surfing to thank for that, because I had the goals, or I had the passion that I loved more than anything, and I just more focused on that. Had that to look forward to, like not with competing or traveling or anything like that, just going for a surf in my hometown. That was enough to keep me stoked. I mean, look where I am now. I'm living in Byron Bay, get to surf every day, having the best time, planning trips overseas, got a nice quiver of boards. I can't complain, but I like, it's all because of how I stayed positive, I think. Just stay positive and just find the best in it. You might not end up as like a pirate, but yeah, I guess just get up and do things. Don't let it kick you in the ass, because there's a million things you can do all the time to make yourself better and make your life better and make others around your life better as well. So I'd like to show people that you can achieve anything at the end of the day.
Still wet from the night before, the boots are untied. If your coat is still dripping on the rack, if your coat is